And my question was the same as every other hater out there. Is like, where the hell you been? Well, what's going on now? 6-1. Now everybody's a Cowboys fan.
In their defense, when you're 8-8 and you win one, lose one, there ain't a whole lot to brag about. So it ain't like you can get out there and puff your chest and
well, that's true.
How badass your 8-8 team is over the last 3 years.
That's true, but at 6-1, man, you guys had already you're polishing the trophy already. Be honest.
There's a few that were polishing the trophy.
Be honest.
Most of us are like, hey, maybe we can win the NFC East this year. Maybe we'll win the division this year. A couple more defensive players, we may have something.
Actually, your defense played really good.
The defense played outstanding, and I put this loss squarely on the coaching staff.
Yep.
It was an atrocious job by the offensive coordinator and the head coach for not kicking the offensive coordinator square in the balls and telling him to run the damn football. You're right. You got 2nd and 3 on goal line, and you run 2 straight passes when you get the leading rusher in the NFL.
Yeah, he's over there. He's over there chomping at the bit too. He's not standing around. He's like, "Well, what the hell's?" You can even see him. He's like, "We're doing what? We're passing."
In overtime, first down from like the 5. He has an 8-yard run. Oh, cool. That's cool. And then we'll throw it 4 more times for -2 yards.
Yeah.
So yeah. Brilliant play calling, and tremendous execution on. Really the receiver's fault. I'll put a lot of that on receivers.
Well,
but most of that has to go to the coaching staff for a piss poor game plan and piss poor play calling.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's not like Jim Haslett. Who's been the defensive coordinator for Washington for a couple of years now. Not like we don't know what he's going to bring. Oh, he's going to blitz. And then he's going to act like he's going to blitz and not send them. No, not like that's a surprise.
But they were executing it flawlessly.
But it wasn't that. It was the play calling was so horrendous. And I'll put that on the offensive coordinator, on Scott Linehan. Thanks, Detroit.
Really you're welcome, by the way.
But I don't know if I can how much of that I can blame on Romo for kicking out of whatever play was called.
Yeah, you're welcome for that, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I do gotta say thank you for Marinelli from Detroit, because actually this defense isn't half bad.
No, it's not.
Actually, it is exactly half bad. It's right about middle of the pack to half bad. But I'll take it because last year was all bad.
Yeah, and he's the type of guy that's a good defensive coordinator, but he's not a head coach.
Yeah,
he's
and I'll
not
take
a head coach.
Bill's like that too.
Not a head coach. Yeah, that was. We all picked the Cowboys, but it was kind of cool because that one game right there, whether or not what happens from this day forward is totally in that young man's lap, and he could be good or he could be bad or whatever. But I think Colt McCoy went from a forgotten college player that didn't make it in Cleveland to a marketable asset that Washington, if they decide to be stupid and keep RG3, can barter for some draft picks down the road, and McCoy can go somewhere and do some damage, because he was looking really good, and that's with the Washington offense. Let's face it, they're not great. I mean, they're okay, but he was making good decisions. He was scrambling out of the pocket. He was like comfortable, confident. It was fun to watch him play. It was like he was playing for the Longhorns again.
Well, let's not act like he set the world on fire, though.
No. I didn't say he's the next Peyton Manning.
Points in regulation.
I didn't say he was the next Peyton Manning. But what he did with that offense that they have, which is atrocious. Let's face it, it's horrible.
The offense?
Yeah, it's horrible.
No, it's not.
They're not together. There's certainly no chemistry.
That offense has underrated. That offense is actually pretty good. It's like 5th in the NFL. That's not a bad unit on that team.
Now, it didn't look like it the first 6 games.
Well, they had number 5 offense in the league, so You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is I'm not saying he's the next Peyton Manning. He could. He's got the potential. But what he did is he put himself in a position to be either a very good chip for trading to go somewhere where he can be a starting quarterback, or if they get rid of RG3, I don't think they could do a lot worse. They could do a lot worse.
Well, but they could do a lot better too. Let's not forget he had like 6 wins as starting quarterback.
In Cleveland.
I would say he set himself up to be Jeff Garcia.
I can see that.
And he had a good career. Garcia had a respectable NFL career.
Yeah.
Got a couple teams in the playoffs, but he was nothing spectacular.
Mm-mm.
You're right. A solid, serviceable NFL quarterback.
You're right.
And I think that Colt McCoy has the potential to be that. To say he's got the potential to be a Peyton Manning.
But if I'm a team like the Houston Texans,
nope.
And I'm a team like the Bears,
no,
or the Rams, I'd look at him.
No. You don't upgrade any of those teams.
From what they have now? From what they have now, you don't upgrade any of those teams.
Not the Texans, not Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's a serviceable quarterback. He's not flashy. He's not great. But he's not costing them games. And what you're forgetting is the Washington Redskins showed up amped for a Monday night game against a team that they hate. It's a rivalry game. And it's on Monday night. That was an emotion game. They showed up ready, and Dallas showed up flat and stupid.
Yeah.
So, yeah, McCoy had a great game, but do I think, based off one game or a game and a half, that he's a world beater and that he can go take Jay Cutler's job? Nope. Nope.
We agree to disagree. I thought he had a coming out game. I thought he really showed his talents. I think he ran that offense. If it was the 5th best offense in the league, then he worked it just fine. And not only that, he had a team that is not superior at all, and they beat a superior team in their home court. And you're right, it's a rivalry game. It's a big game.
Yeah.
But he rose to that occasion, and that's what you're looking for in a quarterback. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for the kid that can go into the big games, the national games, and whenever everybody's watching, and not crumble. And he didn't. He rose to the occasion. So, I think he's marketable. I think if I'm Washington Redskins right now, I'm happy. I got 2 marketable quarterbacks that if I want to continue to throw my lot with RG3, which they're stupid enough to do so, I can trade those 2 quarterbacks for some really good draft picks down the line. And that's whether they end up being any good or not later. Well, that's to be seen, but he certainly upped his stock, in this game. But hey, we got to.
I think Kelsey's ruined his trade value with those with the games that he's already played.
Yeah, with Cleveland.
His poor play. He's already ruined that. No, the guy that McCoy went in for, they pulled him.
Who's that? Cousins? Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
But Kirk Cousins is what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ruined his trade value by losing all those games with him, and he didn't look good. He didn't look sharp, and he got pulled for Colt McCoy.
For Colt McCoy, yeah.
McCoy's been around the league. If anybody really wanted him, or if everybody in the NFL was impressed with him, he would have been available.
Yeah, that's true. But, again, I think big games like this, it's a showcase game. We got a break for commercial. We'll be right back on the line with Nate. I'm going to try to get Joe on here during the commercial because we want to talk smack to that young man. But we'll be right back after these messages. Failed attempt at a remote broadcast in a cemetery. God, I'm still bummed out about that. You're listening to the Armed Radio Global Network. I'm Mike Allen, and you're on the air.
Trust Princeton Fuel in Arlington to help you avoid the Montreal Express this winter. Their professionals will attend to your every heating need, whether it's oil delivery, new heating systems, or maintenance and repair. Family owned and operated for over 25 years. Located at 46 Frost Street in Arlington. Call Princeton Fuel at 781-643-0058 now, and don't get left out in the cold.
Who's the candy man? Why, Brian Smiley, of course. Brian Smiley Candy Company. There you'll find aisles and aisles of every candy imaginable. Brian Smiley Candy Company is located at 35 Industrial Parkway in Woburn, Massachusetts. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. or call them at 781-935-1660. Brian Smiley is the candy man.
Are you looking to buy prescription eyeglasses? Family owned and operated iFramePros.com is your online store for prescription eyeglasses. Select the eyewear of your choice from our variety of frames, fill out the prescription information, and place your order in no time. After this quick and easy process, you'll receive your prescription glasses in a few days. All major credit cards accepted. Visit us at iFramePros.com. That's EYEFramePros.com. See what you are missing.
Online auctions are great money savers if you can actually win them. Well, that's what BetThisBid.com is changing. Click your media player now to check out BetThisBid.com. The number of bidders is limited, and every auction has 2 winners, either a random or second highest bid winner. Get the hottest electronics, jewelry, and lots more, all brand new, shipped free, at prices way below retail. Check out BetThisBid.com. We're sure you'll like your odds better at BetThisBid.com.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand-new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at Route106Motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. Route106Motors.com.
This is Matt Hazley, your host of Straight Talk. Come join me every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on ARM Radio, home of the big guns. Boom.
Hello.
There he is. Welcome back to the show. 1 hour delayed because we had ghosts in the machine. Broadcasting live from the Man Cave in Central Texas. I'm Mike Allen. On the Ring Central Celebrity Hotline, we now have Nate, who we've just been talking to, and Joe. Huggy Bear. I was telling Nate, we were supposed to be right now broadcasting from a cemetery. And I got everything set up. Everything, tested it. Everything was good. And then as soon as we broke in to go on the air, everything went nuts.
You got one line in.
You got one line in.
I got one line in, and everything went nuts. All my soundboard and everything went crazy. Screen screwed up. It just went nuts.
Really?
So we had to ditch it. I was mad.
Careful.
Huh?
I said, be careful with that.
Well, somebody didn't want us out there, apparently. That was pretty cool. So I left my ghost hunters out there, and they're going to go around. They're gathering stuff up for the last hour. But that's why we're running a little behind schedule today. But
You're good.